Feroz, how are you doing? So there were two uploads which I had done about the life cycle, the lessons which I have learned in the life. So today I will be talking about. So we were in the streets. We had found my friend has given a house, so we were staying in that house. Now the next possibility is to find a kind of a job, so that I had completely recovered. So obviously I had to find a job. So again, as I said that there are a lot of people around you who will help. So one fine morning there was a knock at the door, and there was a lady who stood and said, sir, you have newly moved in. We said, yes ma'am, we have just moved in. My father was just upstairs, so I had said yes. So she said, is there any way that I can help you guys out? So we said, ma'am, actually we were looking out for a job for for me and my sister. So is there a way you can help? She said, I will not be able to offer you a job, but then probably for my sister, yes, I can offer a job. What is her, education qualification? We said she has just completed 12th. So she said, no problem. From tomorrow she can come. So she'll be paid 50 rupees per day as a, to hold the in a supermarket to do the closing packing for the customers. So therefore, she got a job, and from day one, this job came to her doorstep. But unfortunately, that did not happen to me. So I had to literally, go on the streets and search for a job. So that is when I started to scout for a job. So I was roaming all the way around to looking out for a job, and it was almost 7 days, 8 days had passed, and 1 week has passed, and we were also starving because there was no food. We had just one bun and a glass of water. That is what was the life which was going. So when I was walking, I found a notice board which said that demonstrators are required for Electrolux Kelvinator Limited, which is a very big company. So I thought, okay, let me go stand in the queue. So I went there, and I was standing in the queue to look for a job. So with great difficulty, I did get a job there. So I was posted as a demonstrator in one of the biggest chain stores in Chennai. So when I was working there, I had a very great experience. So the process, I mean, we were in still difficult times, so I had to walk almost close around, about 7 8 kilometers, 10 to 12 kilometers per day. So the job profile was that you to stand, you'll have to demonstrate about the products from the customers who are coming in, and you have to sell. So this was actually the work profile which was given to me. So one day, and the shop closes at 1:30 and reopens at 4 o'clock. So in between time, what happens is most of the demonstrators used to have a used to sleep. So one day there was a we had as usual, the shop got closed, the shutters were down, and normally I don't sleep. I just keep roaming around inside the shop. So there was a gentle tap on the shutters. So it was a visible shutter, so you can see who's on the other side. So I asked him, "What is it you want?" So in half broken language, he said that he was looking out for some uh, things to be bought for his daughter's wedding. So I said, sir, it is closed. You can come only at 4:30. But he still persuaded, saying that, look, I have come from 30 40 kilometers away. I cannot go back. Please help, this, that, and all. So I went to the manager and asked him, sir, there's a customer who's come from, far up place. Can I help him? He said, you are there. No, go, no problem. Just take out the shutter. Ask him to come inside. So he came in, and he was absolutely in rags. He was not a very decently dressed guy, and you would in your dreams wouldn't imagine that a guy at this like this would buy something which is very valuable. So I asked him, sir, what is that you want? He was blinking actually. So he said, sir, brother, see, I have to marry my daughter. I have to get my daughter married to somebody. So I had to give him a lot of things for her house. So I'm buying all the household items. So I was a little perplexed because household items is refrigerators, washing machines. That's what we have in that thing. So that will cost huge money. But looking at him, I can really imagine whether he'll be even able to afford about 200 300 rupees worth of material out there or products out there. but still I didn't want to give up. So I asked him, what is it you want? He told me that, see, I want a, there is a box, no, where it will be cold, you can keep food there, tomorrow you can take. What he meant was a refrigerator. So I took him to the refrigerator section and told him, sir, I showed him a single door because I was very clear that the double doors will be too costly for his pocket. So I showed him, when I was about to open the door, he said, no, see, there's a big fridge out there, how much is that? I said, sir, that will cost you close to around 65,000 rupees. Acha, he was like shaking his head. Okay, he did not say anything. Then I asked him, then he said, sir, there is something, you put clothes, it itself will wash and give and all that. He was meaning a washing machine. I took him to a washing machine, and I showed him the front load washing machine, which was that time around 25,000 30,000 rupees. Then after that, again, he started telling, see, there is a machine which will grind things, which is a grinder. And then he started giving me all the suggestions of what he actually wanted. So the entire shopping, and I was not very keen because I was little. After a while, I thought this guy is not going to buy, and he's just wasting my time and energy. So I took him. Then he said he wanted a stereo. I showed him a stereo, and then he said, "Sir, well, if I buy all this, how much it will come to?" So I calculated and said, "Sir, this will come to close around 2.6 lakhs," and these were at the highest price with no discounts, sir, mind you. And I looked at him and I said, sir, this is 2.65 lakhs. So that's how in fact, I was sarcastic also, to be honestly speaking. So he looked at me up and down and said, sir, when will you, can I take it right now and go? I said, yeah, you can take it right now and go, but then you have to pay the money and then you can take the materials. So he said, sir, my truck is there. I will bring the truck and take. I said, sir, you have to pay. He said, no problem, I'll pay you. You wait for 2 minutes. So he again, I opened shutter, he went, he came back with a small carry bag. And he said, sir, where should I pay? I said, sir, here only. And he took all five, that time there was about 100 rupees notes, full bunch of notes he had kept it, which was worth around some 3 lakhs. I was absolutely dumbfounded because I never thought that this guy would buy such a huge item. you know. So I ran up to the manager and I told him, sir, there is a customer who had billed 3 lakhs. And this was the first floor. So from there, he said, this customer, what are you saying? Nonsense. He said, no, sir, money is there, come and see. He came, then we gave him the discounts and all that. Okay. And I helped him out. So, but other people, he was watching the other demonstrators who were actually looking up to him down. Okay. There are two lessons which I learned after this. One is that please do not, but just by the outside look of a person or the other way, the way he is, please do not judge a person by his looks. That was a very, very thing that too, because I'm a sales and marketing guy, that was the biggest lesson which I changed. So from that day onwards, I took every customer seriously, and that was one of the biggest growth. So please do not judge every any human being just the way on his attire or the way he is dressed or the way he speaks or the way he displays himself. That is wrong, because I think you need to spend some time to uh, literally know or understand what the person is. And mind you, um, all this billing was over and he had bought the truck and he has taken it off. Okay. And the after 3 days he came back again. And he was searching for me, and I had gone for outside to a cup of tea, so he's waiting outside. So when I came in, I said, sir, what happened, you want something else? He said, no, see, you are the only person who helped me to buy all this, so you have to come to my daughter's wedding. And he came with that, the tambalam with all the orange and everything, fruits, and he gave me that his wedding daughter's wedding card and went. So guys, that is a life lesson which I learned, is that nowadays I have been very clear on that. So whenever I look at a person, I always look them as a blank sheet. I don't write anything on the paper. I don't judge him by his looks. I don't judge what he is, where he is coming from, what he is, unless otherwise I speak to him and understand him and go. Because had I just by his looks, I had have decided that this guy is not worth a customer to open the shutters at afternoon, I would have lost an incentive of 12,500 rupees. Trust me, because it was 3 lakhs billing. And, and so 12,500 is a huge money in that time. Okay, it's a quarterly incentive I'm talking about. So that month alone, because of 3.5 lakhs billing from this guy, I was able to get an incentive for that month of around 5,600 rupees, which was very In the next episode, I'll tell you what happened to that 5,600, which is a funny incident. So that is my thing. In my life, I have decided one thing is that I will never judge a person by his looks, and that is for sure. Okay, guys, thanks for listening. It was nice. Have a wonderful day ahead. Be happy. Do subscribe my channel. Please comment. See you in the next episode. Bye.